Good afternoon, everybody. How the devil are you on this, how unusual, drizzly, bloody awful day again? Anyway, by the by, I'm here in the workshop, ready to do stuff. So I'll bring the worms in, or the reprobates. And today we have got Mark, the
Howdy.
gentleman who's all of a sudden changed his name for some unknown reason. And
I
we've got
switch back and forth.
Scott, the blue light turner. And right, I'll just pop you guys back in the background and I'll just change camera so I can show you what we're doing today. So on the lathe today, I've got a piece of cedar and it is 5 1/4 long by 3 inches square. We're just going to finish off the week with just a nice little box. I might end up putting some embellishment on it, but it's just going to be a nice little box just to finish the week off. Seeing as how I did that small bowl on Wednesday night and that vase last night, I thought would just finish off the week with something nice and easy. So I'll get started turning, and the guys can let me know who's in and what the chat's up to.
So, who do we have? Well, Colin ain't looking good for Christmas #1 because he was beaten today by Paul Lockwood. Mark's escaped. 100. Harry Fisher.
Scott, your mic's gone, mate. Can't hear you, Scott.
Scott's been banished into the distance for not being quick enough.
Okay, well, I'll pick up then. I'll start at the top of my list because it's a bit different than most Scott was. So, Tommy's Workshop, Dr. Bob, Leroy 500, Mike Hugh retired, Barry Fisher, Mark Pritchard, Spinning Wood Dodger, Duncan the Demon Barber, Terry from TJ Turning.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Barely. Duncan. Who else we got? Steve Scott, Spinning Wood Dodger, Mark Pritchard, Doug Miller.
Did you get Mike Hugh?
Mike Hugh, Barry Fisher, Andy H is returning, Robert Dolman, Patrick Hanley, Lovin's to Turn, Rex B, Di Prout, good invade last night, Di. Robert Dolman, Woodridge by Colin, Brent Beecroft,
Keith.
Circular Wood
TJ
by
Turning.
Keith,
Rex B.
Hodgepodge, Woodworks, Ghost Wolf, Walking Owls, Mark Stroughton.
Hiya, Mark.
I think that's it. If we
Can
did
I
miss
just
you out,
say a special thank you to Mark and Jennifer for their winning bid last night? That was fantastic amount of money that we've managed to donate.
yep, stunning.
And I get to keep my clothes on. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, you have no idea how the rest of us are so happy about that.
That's a huge bonus, that is, I've got to say.
Well, you know, tonight's fancy dress. I'm coming in my birthday suit.
I should be wearing a kilt and a bowler. Just saying.
I'm just turning up as I usually turn up. I'm being that bar humbug this year. I'm not even wearing my bar humbug hat.
There's a link for the Battle of the Makers for tonight, if anybody wants to come along. General knowledge quiz.
If you weren't in the last one, it's a fun evening. Having a bit of a laugh, having a quiz. 2 teams. There's me and Huey Lionheart as the Wood Warriors. And there's Scott and Lewis, the Klondike Craftsmen, as, what are you called again?
The
Gold diggers.
hunters.
The
Gold hunters. Gold
Or
diggers.
Gold diggers. Yeah.
Right, I'll just change over tool rest, use my short tool rest for doing this.
7:45, I believe.
I'm just going to mark out a couple of areas. I'll just mark out a parting off point, which will be about there, and mark off the lid, which will be about there. It's gone out around. It's gone out around a little bit, so I'll just tidy it up.
Di says he's just pulled over. He couldn't see the chat last night, but his mate said that I was being very supportive. I was, Di. Big respect to you, mate.
No, it was a good good invade last night, and if we can help in any way, Di, then shout.
I'm totally behind what you're doing, Di. All about that. If you ever need any help, just give me a shout. I'll do what I can.
So, Terry is saying he has a premiere scheduled for 2:15 today.
On it.
If you can get a link in for that, Mark. And David Miller is a piece of cedar.
Now, I've just opened that up a little bit because I am going to be parting off the lid.
There's the link for Terry's premiere. And in a little while, I'll put the link in for Di's channel. See if we can get him over 100.
Did we not get him over 100 last night?
No, he was too short, I think. He was 98.
Oh, gutted.
All right, I'm just going to part off the lid.
So Rex B's asking, Wayne, he says, all those tools on your wall, do you use them all?
Yes, I do. I might use some more than others, but I do use them all.
David Miller's asked, what's the wood? Sorry, I might have missed that.
The wood is cedar.
Cedar, okay, cool. Well, it looks like Colin's already in the chat for the makers.
He can't be pipped, can he? He's got, you know.
Chris Cox is in. Hi, Chris.
I'll just move the tailstock out of the way while I part this off. There we are, that's the lid parted off. I'll pop that back on a bit later on and actually just hollow out some of the lid just to make it lighter. And now what we'll do is get some shape into this. Let's shape the top first.
Sorry about that, Terry. There's the link for Terry's premiere. Our dog's in.
Hiya, Dark Man. How's it going, sunshine? I'm just leaving a wee bit of a flat just on here, just for the top to rest on. We'll start shaping the bottom now.
Thanks, Hodge. Yeah, very well, thank you. guy's got over 100. He's got 105 now. Well done. You still there, Scott?
Yes, mate, I'm still here.
Okay. Didn't know if you were still having problems with your mic.
I don't know what's going on. It glitches and whatever.
You
Just
sound
got
a
a
bit
little
faint.
bit here that needs some refinement, and then we should be sorted to get some sanding done.
Is that clearer?
That's better.
That's better.
It's this new auto mic thing that StreamYard done.
Oh yeah.
The echo cancellation thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have it turned on or turned off?
I've just turned it off.
See, I've got mine turned on, but I don't know if it makes any
The echo I've got on, the auto mic adjustment I've got off.
Oh, let me,
Right, get that sanded up.
Right, how's that for me?
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Cool.
Tom Canada's in. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Always makes me laugh when he comes in. It's Tom Canada from Rome in Georgia.
Yeah, that's looking good. Now, before I put any finish or anything on this, I'm just going to again mark out where my parting line is, mainly because sometimes when you start parting into your fish teeth, you can get just in that area there, you can get little furry bits, as the actress said to the bishop. There we go. That's 120. And we'll just finish off with.
So Wood Wizardry by Colin is saying, question, how do you guys get two images at once in your videos? So it's using OBS, or if you're on StreamYard, you can click down the bottom and you can have like certain people big and stuff. But OBS is the way to go if you want two cameras.
I do like the two camera thing, but it does make it a bit more unstable because sometimes the computer struggles to process two images at the same time. So you'll notice on mine.
That was just some acrylic sanding sealer I put on there. And we are now going to go with my usual Yorkshire grit. Nope, turn the speed down. And finish off with Hampshire Sheen gloss finishing wax.
James Cassidy's just joined. Hi, James.
Hi, James.
I'm catching you up slowly, Mark. I'm 37 off. Sorry, 33 off, 500 and a giveaway.
Brilliant.
Yes.
I'm 1 off 550.
Cool.
I'm desperately trying to catch Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman. He's on 558.
Right, how's that looking? Yeah, that's looking not too bad. I'm just going to put my bigger tool rest back in, just so I've got a bit to play with when I start hollowing this out.
Mark Pritchard's got a question, Wayne.
Yeah.
How many pieces do you turn in 12 months?
Oh, God only knows. You only ever see me do the live ones. So that's 3 a week. So 3 times 52 is 156. That's 156 pieces that you see me turn.
And Dark Matter's got a question.
Yes, Dark.
Now it's a serious question. He says he finds that he has a problem always getting the lids to line up properly. There's always a bit off center. Is there a trick to keeping them lined up true to the box?
How do you mean a bit off center? I can't say I've ever had that problem, Dark.
You make sure your centers are lined up on your lathe. Because if you're off center a bit, that'll affect it, won't it?
It will.
So we have 56 in and only 16 thumbs up. What's going on, guys? Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Show Wayne some love. Jamming's in.
Hey, Ben.
How do you, Ben?
Wayne, you all right if I stick the link to my channel in, so if people aren't subscribed, they can pop over there, hit the button.
DIY says it's like they will line up perfect one way. When you turn the lid, it no longer lines up right, like it was turned off center.
Right. A lot of that, Dark, is to do with how the wood moves. If you've got the lid, so I'll probably not be able to show this properly. Dark bit, where's that dark bit? There. Right. If I've got that like that, you can see all the grain actually lines up. That's how the grain lines up. And that would, when you're doing a box, sorry, that's the wrong way around. Like that. When you're doing a box and you get all the grain lining up perfectly like that, if you get any movement in the wood, because a lot of the time when you're turning boxes, you're turning the boxes fairly thin, and even if the wood is really dry, you're still going to get some movement in the wood. Now, if you turn the box lid so the grain isn't lining up, you've obviously got movement in the wood, and sometimes the lid is not going to fit right, or it's going to be very, very tight or very, very loose. So I think that's what's happening with yourself.
That's when you get the French fit, innit? Toulouse.
Yeah, that's when you get the French fit.
Barry BRS wood turning has joined.
Hey, Barry.
Hi, Barry.
And the spinning wood dodger.
Let me just check the depth on this again. Yeah, we're getting there. Right,
Can I just say something, Wayne?
Yeah.
Can we just go back a sec? Whoa. Let's see that depth gauge again, mister.
Yeah?
Oh, look, it's a miniature version of the one I made, Steve.
Yeah, but it only gets used on boxes. And it works a hell of a lot fucking better than yours does.
Nah.
Obviously, seeing as how Steve keeps on going through the bottom, and I believe you did as well.
He hasn't gone through the bottom since I made him a depth gauge, though.
Yeah, I've never seen him fucking use it, though.
Yes, I used it in his video yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Right, calm down. It's a commercial.
Sorry, it's just Wayne and I standing joke about depth gauges. Cool. See? Thought he could sneak that one past me.
Yeah, I think that'll do for that. So what I'll do now, I'll just change over to my Simon Hope small
Sorry.
carbide, just to start cleaning some of this out.
Barry's Wood Creations got a question for you, Wayne.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to recess the lid or the box? And if so, why?
It really all depends on what type of box I'm doing. This one is going to have the lid recessed, and I think that the reason I'm doing the lid recess on this is because of the shape of the lid I'm going to do. Plus, it means I can actually clear out, because that's going to fit over the top of that tenon there eventually, and I'll be able to clear out the inside and make the lid lighter. On other types of boxes, I'll have the tenon on the lid. I can still clear out the inside, and I'll have it fitting into the base. It really all depends on the type of box and how I'm feeling on the day. Just whenever you are doing boxes, just make sure you check the wall thickness. The same with anything you're clearing out, really.
Pete from Twisted Foods in, he said, he is late. Has he finished? Yeah, but this is his third box. Mark Pritchard would like to know, do you do thread chasing, Wayne?
I've been planning for months to do some thread chasing. In fact, a couple of guys in the community actually sent me some boxwood to do the thread chasing with. And it's one of them things I've just never getting around to doing it. I don't want to do it on a live until I've done some practice. Because it's been quite a while since I did any thread chasing, to tell you the truth.
Benjamin says, you know what really grinds my gears? When you gift somebody a turned box and they put up pictures of it without the grain aligned. Absolute monsters.
The thing that really annoys me, I've got a particular, when I'm setting stuff up in the shops that I'm involved with, I always, especially the coloured platters and things that I do, I always have them set up so the grain on the dish bowl, whatever you want to call it, I always have them set up so the grain runs horizontally, because to me it looks better. And the amount of times I go in the shop, and obviously people have been picking them up and they've been putting them back, and the bloody grain's all over the place. You've got some going horizontal, some going vertical, some going diagonal, and it's really bloody annoying.
Killing Time Productions is in. Hey, Killing Time. The new name to the channel, I think. Welcome along.
Welcome along. Hope you enjoy.
Oh, excuse me.
I should, Coco.
That's robbing all the banana cake that she made.
You'll get a telling off when she comes back. Especially if you've eaten it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought when you get married, like, what's hers is mine and what's mine is my own.
No, you've got that the wrong way around.
Oh, Superstar's in. Hello, Jennifer Stroughton.
Is it the original Jennifer Stroughton?
There we are. I'm quite happy with that. Now, it's a fairly wide opening, but I still don't like sticking fingers in there to sharpen, to sand. So I'll probably just do just the inside here and maybe a wee bit. I like my fingers where they are.
Yeah, having the fingers attached to the hand is always good.
It is.
Question there for you, Scott, from Barry's Creations.
Have you sent me your stickers yet? Yes, Barry. All the people that wanted stickers, I sent out last week, but you are not the first person to say you have not received them.
Christmas post, people. It's that time of year.
I tell you what, it's a good chuck. This doesn't want to leave go of the wood.
Post makes me laugh though, because you pay this money. I know it's Christmas, I know they're busy, but the cost of postage now, and you know, how long did them stains take to arrive to you, Mark? And they were sent recorded.
2 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it weren't even Christmas then.
Yet I sent a bowl to California, and it took 12 days.
I just don't get it.
Mind you, that angel I made for Amy DeAngelis,
Yeah.
that did take 28 days to get to Australia.
Right, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change the head on this hollowing tool again, because it tends to be the straight box scraper that I use when I'm doing the lids to get the lids to fit properly.
Doc's got another question.
Yes,
Do you have a favourite homemade tool, and why is it your favourite?
Right, favourite homemade tool. I've got it to hand here. This is my I don't know if you can see it very well there. That's my mortise and cutting tool when I'm doing the bottoms of bowls. Made this myself. It's out of a very, very old scraper. And I've just put a dovetail on that end. You can see how it's sharpened there, I think. I've just sharpened the dovetail on there just using the grinder. And that's what I use for putting the dovetails in. Let's see if I can get some sort of gauge on here on where I'm going to. In fact, it'll be easier if I use my... The best way to do this, if you're using calipers to actually measure up how big or small you want your lid. Now, obviously, the lid on this is going on the outside. So if you make your mark smaller on your lid, and then you can work out to get to the right diameter.
Ian in the shed's in. Hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
I'll just mark that. Yep, that'll do fine. Now we'll start hollowing that out. And then I can pick up the size with the hollowing tool. Like that, and then you move the tool rest back, seeing as how I'm using this tool, back a bit further. That's about the only thing I don't like about the Sorby hollower is this part here, because it's bigger than the rest of the bar, and you've got to have the tool rest way out of the way. And what you're wanting to do with this is that you're just creeping up on the size, just so you get a nice fit and not a French fit.
Douglas Mungham's in.
Hey, Douglas.
Hey, Douglas.
This is the bit that tends to take the longest time and the bit you need the most patience for. But you don't really want to cock this up.
Terry, mate, I didn't look. Is it a premiere or a live?
I think it's a premiere. He said.
How are we doing on time, guys?
It is 1:35.
Oh, grand.
Ian, he's turning a piece of cedar. A lidded box.
It's not a box if it ain't got a lid on it, is it? It's a pot.
True. Good point, well made. Let's hope you're as accurate as that tonight during the quiz.
There we are. That's a nice fit in there. It's not a French fit. But what I'll do now is I'll probably flip the lid so I can put, well, I probably don't need to tell you the truth. Right, no, I don't think I need to. What I'll do, I'll clean a little bit more out of the inside. And then I'll put an initial shape into it when I've got it in this orientation. And then I'm going to flip it round, put it onto a different chuck, and then finish off the shape of the lid and the sand and everything.
Bill from Alabama's in. Hello, Bill.
I'm just going to finish off the inside of this.
Is that Greenbow, Alabama?
Hey?
Is that Greenbow, Alabama?
Don't know.
Is
it Sweet Home, Alabama?
Just do a quick sand on that.
Fort Rucker, apparently. I had to be so careful reading that out.
Someone sneaked me ashtray. There is
Another question from Dark.
Yeah.
Wayne, what is your opinion of those tool handles like the one you just need where you twist lock the Simon Hope ones? Looks like they're kind of a pain. And that twisty lock gets in the way a little.
No, that twisty lock doesn't get in the way at all, Doc. And if you look, this spindle gouge and one of my bowl gouges, it's actually double-ended. So I've got different profiles on either end. And it's a matter of seconds, if I tighten that up again, it's a matter of seconds to loosen that off, turn it round, put it back in, tighten it back up, and there you've got a different profile.
Yep.
They're very comfortable in the hand, very, very comfortable in the hand.
But they've got a nice weight to them as well, haven't they?
They have.
They're well balanced. I love mine. I've got a dozen or so different tools, all with Simon Hope handles on them. I love them. Can't rate them high enough.
Let's put that out the way.
Jennifer's asking, is the inside of the lid going to be concave or flat?
These, I'm just leaving. Sorry, Jennifer, I should have changed. I'm just leaving this flat. I'm going to be shaping the lid in a bit, and then it'll be slightly domed going over the top. But I'm just leaving that flat. I've just taken that out just to remove a bit of weight. That's all I've done that for. Let's get that tool rest at the right height. Turn the speed up a bit.
You want to change the cameras, buddy?
So James Cassidy is saying you do not want a finger joint replacement, as I've just been through. It hurts. Not due to work but non-functions.
Yeah, well, yeah, that sounds like that hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise they did finger joint replacements.
Yeah, they do, because Jim's just had one, and we were talking about it at the club meeting on Tuesday, and somebody suggested I made a jig for it.
Jappy's just joined the chat.
Hey, Jappy.
Hi, yeah. Hi, Abby. How are you, babe?
Right, now what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to keep on measuring this. Let's get the grain lined up. I'm going to keep on measuring this so I can actually get that down, this area down, so it fits in nicely. So I've got a wee bit to go yet.
Oh, Dark was referring to your Sorby scraper.
All right. It's right. It's made up of a similar type of material. The hand grip is made up of a similar type of material. This one's got two, are the star keys or Allen keys? I think the star keys. This one's got two star keys for actually removing the shaft. So it takes a wee bit longer to remove the shaft, but it's not a problem. Plus, it has got an extension on as well, so you can actually make the handle longer, which is good as well. And you can get different extensions if you want. Obviously, if you want a bit more leverage when you're going deeper into something.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
As the actress said to the bishop. I see how Barbara Windsor passed away last night.
Yeah, sad. Bit of a release, though.
Yeah, she's not suffering now, is she? With her?
Yeah. It's like somebody said, I think they said, really, we lost her about a year ago, didn't we?
No. I mean, she developed Alzheimer's in 2014. She last worked in 2016. She's been basically just getting progressively worse and worse.
Was she killed off in EastEnders, or did she just go away?
No, she was killed off.
I wonder whether they'd do like a thingy for her.
Right, I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. So what I'll do, I'll take this out of this chuck. Yeah, I'll take this out of this chuck.
If you can.
Certainly grips the wood, which is what the thing I really like about it. I'll put the box pad back in and just get that parted off.
See, watching you do this, I think I might do a box on Monday. I haven't done a box live. everybody can watch Wayne and learn how to do a box properly. Then they come and watch me Monday night and see how not to do it.
How to mess it up.
Yeah.
Right, for those of you that who are in the chat, for those of you who are members of the Wood Turning 360 Club, Rebecca de Groot did a demo last Saturday night for the club, where she did gnomes with beards and things like this. Excellent demonstration it was. I didn't get a chance to see it on Saturday night because I was doing something else, but I have watched it back, and I've got to say I was really, really impressed. And somebody at the meeting on Tuesday night said you could probably do a box out of that. And I thought, yeah, that sounds like a plan. And I think there's one of the French guys that's a member of the club did one the other day and put photographs up. So I thought that's what I'd do on Monday. Do a gnome based on what Rebecca de Groot does, but turn it into a box.
Cool.
Ian in the shed's had to go back to work. See you later, Ian.
See you later, Ian.
Collins asked, which double-ended Hope chisel would you guys recommend?
What are you going to do? Right, double-ended Hope chisel, the main one, or the first one I'd recommend, and it's one that I haven't got because I use a Sorby of that size, but the one I would get, the most versatile one you could ever wish to use, would be the double-ended 3/8 ball gouge.
Yep, that's what I would say.
That's the one I'd recommend using. Now, what I'm using here, and these jaws are going to come out a fair distance here, so I might have to actually change the jaws to something else. I've just got a set of pin jaws on here.
Colin, that's the one I probably use the most for everything. Balls, right. Spindles, finials, everything. My 3/8 bowl gouge. That's
centered nicely.
So Hodgepodge wants to know, Wayne, are you going to trim your beard or are you going to use fake fur?
Am I going to what? No, I'm to tell you the truth. So I look like I'm just chopping myself off at the waist. Drop that down a bit.
Bill from Alabama, he's just said, I just discovered this seemingly fabulous group on YouTube a few days ago. First time I've been able to figure out the time change and watch live. Can I ask where we're located?
Right, I'm located in a small county town called Dumfries in southwest Scotland.
Scott's down near the other earworm. Scott is down in London.
Down near Brighton on the south coast of the UK.
And I'm in Cornwall, down in the southwest on the coast.
If you're looking for watch more lives on YouTube, I'll put a link up
for your website.
To my website. Let me just find that here.
Whereabouts is he? Who was it? Sorry, that was asking that.
Bill from Alabama.
Right, Bill. I do regular lives every Monday lunchtime, 1 p.m. GMT, Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. GMT, and Friday lunchtime, 1 p.m. GMT.
I do a live every Monday night at 8 p.m. GMT. Scott usually does his lives on a Thursday at 8 p.m. If you go to that website...
7:30 now, Mark.
Oh, it's 7:30 now, is it? Right, okay, sorry.
Yes. Just so that then gives us time and whatever for the beard. I need to update the website, actually. Just looking at it. I'll do that while I'm here.
So, Bill, if you go to that website, there's a diary in there of all the regular UK turners and the demos that they do and the regular times that they do them at.
Right, so that's 120. Where's my 241?
Dark's got another question.
Yes, Doc.
He's seen a couple of people using homemade style soft jaws for finishing work.
Yeah.
When they have to flip a piece. What's your take on that?
Yeah, grand. The work absolutely fine. I've got the jaw carriers for my soft jaws. I don't have soft jaws. I've made a set of wooden. In fact, I've made a couple of sets of wooden jaws that I actually use for doing the likes of fruit and coffee scoops and things like this. And I find the work really well. And now I'm looking for something. How unusual, Wayne. Right, I'm
Colin,
just going to put a bit of embellishment on this.
Colin, if you're not reading the chat, just in case, Ed Oliver sells them. So does Martin Saban-Smith.
I've lost my bloody diamond point tool.
It's over there, Wayne.
You had it a minute ago.
I'll just no, that was me carbide. That's not me diamond point. I'll just use one that I made.
If anyone does live shows or premieres regularly and they want to go on the website, do PM me and I will add you on there.
Right, turn the speed down to about 500. That's the recommended speed for doing using the texturing tool. I'm just going to put just a couple of textures in here.
John N's got a question. He says, he started off with, for the carvers in the chat, is cottonwood any good for carving or, for that matter, turning? Cottonwood.
I have got no idea.
Never turned it.
Yeah, it's more of an American wood.
Guys, do we know if Nick's back doing lives now?
Yeah.
Wednesday lunchtime and
Wednesday lunchtime, Saturday evening.
Saturday evening. Cool. I will add him back on the schedule.
Quickly sand that off.
There you go. Dark's answered for him. Cottonwood is awesome carving wood. Wood Dude's in. Hi, Wood Dude. You're still remaining anonymous, even though I know who you are.
You know who he is, Mark?
Yeah. Thanks to Rob. Rob outed him in one of the chats.
Is he UK based or is he?
Yeah. He was like, "Thanks, Rob. Thanks for telling everybody who I am." It's in one of Emma's lives.
How are we doing on time?
55.
145.
Thomas Kovalchik is in.
Good
Is the
afternoon.
schedule posted in? Do you mean the schedule of demonstrations live on YouTube? Go to bluelightturner.com. The link is further up in the chat, or Scott can put the link in again. That would be great.
I will do shortly. I am just updating it as we speak.
Spinning Wood Dodgers asking, what's lime like to turn?
Bloody awful.
It's plain and boring.
Unless you can get a very nice piece of burr. Personally, I don't like it. I think it's too soft. It's absolutely brilliant for carving, but I don't think it's very good for turning.
Yeah.
But that is my opinion.
I tend to agree with you, Wayne, because I've turned a few pieces of lime, and the tear out is just atrocious. No matter how hard you try and do a good finishing cut, you get massive tear out.
Right then. Now, personally, I think I've made this lid too tall, but we'll see what you think. But the grain lines up absolutely brilliant. So I'm very happy with that. It's got a nice fit.
Yep.
It's not too loose. It's not a French fit. It's got a nice fit. Nice bit of decoration on the top. Different angled texture lines on the top.
Hold it up in profile a sec. That works. I think that's all right. It's a third.
Well, it's about. I just think that it's just me. It's just me being picky.
Looks like a thistle. Scottish thistle.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But that's it. That's just something to finish the week off. Right, it took me an hour to do that. It took us bloody 2 hours to do that 22-inch bowl the other night. How does that work?
Doc's asking, have you ever turned briarwood?
I have turned a bit of briar. It's that's quite hard. I'll tell you, one of the nicest pieces of wood to turn, to tell you the truth, and you only get this is quite small bushes. I used to do a lot of pens out of this way back when I used to do a lot of pens, is broom. It's a smallish bush with yellow flowers, and the wood is bright yellow. It is. It's really, really very nice, especially for doing the likes of pens and things. As I don't do pens anymore. At least I don't do them that often anyway.
Is that similar to Yellow Heart, or is it the same wood, just different names?
No, I think Yellow Heart's an actual tree.
Okay.
I think the same as Green Heart.
I got quite a big bit of broom.
Was it yellow?
Russian the end.
Oh, nice! Ha 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 ha! Wrapped up the tree. Ha 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 ha!
You walked into that one, Wayne. Get out! I see that coming a mile off.
You'll be walking into a bloody iron bar before long, I should say. And guys, again, thank you to everybody who's come in to watch. I have been busy this week doing the 3 lives, mainly because Scott was his shifts were of that way that he couldn't actually do his live. So I jumped in for the past couple of weeks. I will be back to my usual next week of doing 3 a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and probably sitting in on other people's lives as an earworm. So I'm going to hit the button. Remember to come over to Steve SK Crafts channel tonight. I think we're starting at 7:45. It's going to be the quiz before Christmas. It's me and Huey Lionheart, or Shug as I call him, the Wood Warriors against Scott and Lewis Klondike Craftsman, the Gold Hunters. Steve will be asking the questions. and Mark is the adjudicator. And Mark and Steve have spent a fair bit of time getting this sorted and getting the questions sorted and everything. Last month when we did it, it was a brilliant laugh. I think everybody had a lot of fun doing it. Steve will probably have certain things to say before we actually start the quiz tonight about how people in the chat are going to join in, but I'll leave that up to Steve to do. Right. Thank you very much for the super chat there, Thomas. It's very much appreciated. I will be back. What else is happening tonight? I think Ruben's got a premiere tonight at 7. Nick usually has a premiere at 7:30. Steve will be going live at 7:45. Stace will be live at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, Ed Oliver is hopefully not going to be doing a Mike Walt goblet.
Yeah.
But Ed is going to be doing a goblet. Rob CP is usually on doing a live at lunchtime, about 12 o'clock on the Saturday. I don't know if anybody else is doing a live around about that time. Tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, we will have Andy from AH Bespoke doing some carving. I'm not sure if Emma's on tomorrow.
I don't know. But I've just put the link in again for Terry, whose premiere starts in 13 minutes.
All right, okay, I'll get in the house for that.
You've just seen Doc's comment.
I knew you couldn't go a full section without making a comment like that. Good one, buddy. Good one. Sunday.
Yappy's got a premiere at 7:45.
All right, okay. Yappy's got a premiere tonight at 7:45. Sunday, Steve is back on. Steve SK Crafts is back on at 1 o'clock, where he'll be doing a live, and his earworm will be his lovely wife Nikki. Sunday evening,
Hodgepodge has got a premiere at 6 p.m. Sunday.
Okay, so Robert Hodgepodge has got a premiere at 6 p.m. Sunday. We've got Makers International podcast at 9:30 GMT on Sunday. And we've got Jamie, JP Woodworks, will have a premiere at 11 p.m. GMT on Sunday. And young Caitlin, Caitlin the cat, will have a premiere around about 11:15 GMT on Sunday night. And then we're back to Monday again, starting off the week with me at 1 o'clock. And like I say, if I get a bit practice over the weekend, I'm going to probably do a... I don't know what you call them now. What did I say it was?
Gnome.
A gnome box.
Yeah, a gnome box. So, and on that, I am going to press the button, and I see everybody soon. Cheers, guys.
Don't forget to head over to Terry.
Yeah, head over to Terry.